20. He's brought down every time he gets out.
And the Middle Tennessee offense will take over first and 10.
They're ready. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
When you go on the road, man, oh man, do you love hearing the crowd. But more importantly, you love shutting the crowd up. There's no better feeling than coming out, getting that juice going, getting that confidence going, and getting that running game going right at them and gashing them right out the gates.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Breaks into the open. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
That big play has them in business. First and 10 inside the 20. Finds the back on the outside again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. Likely going to throw it again here right now.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him gripped up at the 28. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half.
And that's a good response by this defense. They gave them some yards, obviously some plays, more than they wanted to, but when they got to the area in the scoring zone, in the area where it really matters, nice job on third down, getting the sack, possibly pushing the ball.
And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. Tried to give it enough bloody English, but he missed it. But a flag is down on the field, so hold on. Let's see what this is about. There's no real good spot on the field for a roughing the kicker penalty, but I'd say putting the offense in the red zone is extra bad. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to Tater.
At the 11-yard line. Second down coming up.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The give out of the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
No gain on the play.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, you've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
They're working that left side. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. And he will score! Touchdown, Blue Raider!
Middle Tennessee.
I love the aggressive nature and the play calling. The opening drive of the game, you have an opportunity on fourth down. Obviously, you just kick a field goal, take the lead early, establish some momentum. Instead, they get aggressive. They go for it, not just get it. They score a touchdown.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing.
7 twice. 0.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lane to then stop him at the 16. On the ready. Fire! Pulls and fires complete. Crossing the 40. We've seen
what's scary about this offense. They've got guys on the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Looking downfield on first down. Looking deep. It's a big shot inside the 10.
Stick the hand up in the air, catch the football, get to the end zone.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're set to take it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it's caught from inside the 20, and here he comes. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32.
Offense will take over. First and 10.
Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll start this drive with a pass. Flips it out on the screen. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15.
Complete via the screen.
That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
And there you see the line that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind him.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags, and we're third down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. They'll try to power their way ahead. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
At the 40.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked up.
Knocked down at the 44-yard line, but it's a big game. 15 yards on the play, and his offense is in
Good enough
business.
for a first down.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, he leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
And I think they'll give it a turnover after 2nd and 8 coming up.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Intercept, and that total goes to 16. And they capitalize on it.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. Here's the thing. It's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Man, who says you can't run from the middle? Right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You can tell the speed of the wheels does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rush.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Incomplete. Third down coming up.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it. Couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Fourth down.
Yeah. down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week, only called on twice. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. On the field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. 27. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection.
Now, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
Behind the chains now on second and long.
Here we go. Set.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Snagged in the middle. It's Davis.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
On third and short, the power run here. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And they may have caught the defense snapping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting pass on that third down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set of downs.
And it's so nice to have a guy that you can give the football on these third down situations and feel confident you're going to continue to move the sticks.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. He'll ride his man on the option. Quick toss. Oh, he's got some space. And he caught that pitch in stride. It was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense.
That's a first down.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Off the play fake on first down. Gets it out fast. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlock after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again.
Let's go. Let's go.
Going to swing it on second down. This man to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
On second down.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Field gets a little tighter here in the red zone.
For the offense.
From the shotgun, the inside kick. Getting off the defender. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they thread deep in the red zone.
Second down.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently.
Touchdown, Middle Tennessee. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Number 13.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
Love the individual effort here by the wide receiver. After he has the ball, able to make people miss. You see the speed as he goes in for the touchdown.
Middle Tennessee. 14. Rice. 7.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time. Pass rush right there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. You use the play action to try to slow down the rush, make the defense hesitant. In that case, they weren't hesitant at all.
No, they weren't. It was a nice job with respect to effort on defense. You saw guys engaged one-on-one. They got dudes beating some blocks. Lots of speed in the front of that defense. And you saw it on that play.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. Pressure coming. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. They'll say much of your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
On the play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be. Nowhere near.
Looking to the big tight end. On target over the middle.
The second down
Chopping
pass.
up this
Complete
defense,
to
and
the
they've
tight
got
end.
it all the way down
Gain
to the
of
23.
22. First
Yeah,
down
tight ends aren't
for the
just
offense.
line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Got it into the red zone, right down at the 18-yard line.
Gain of 5. Brings up second down.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Pulls and fires complete. Made a defender miss. He
The
stopped
second down
just short
pass
of the
was
goal line.
complete on the
An
screen.
explosive
Brought
play
down
has him
at
set
the
up.
1-yard line.
DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Snap in the shotgun. Fires into the end zone. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Brings up
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. The quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal?
Base 27, John.
Quarterback duplicitous in his dealing. Some would even say sneaky. They want to fight this one out. 3 tight ends on the field. Sneaks into the end zone.
And I tell you what, I'm not people unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. Just dictates too much. QB runs in for 6.
They're coming out to tee it up with a kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd.
7.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get it on the ground at the 20.
Take over. First and 10.
Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so offensively, I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the field.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Catch in the middle, it's Wells. They finally get it on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Yeah, we'll go to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Well, it's just a little balance. It can be a little bit tricky to balance that high school recruiting, transfer portal recruiting for some of the non-traditional powers. But when they're grabbing linebackers like this guy, you know they're doing the right thing.
Absolutely, and there's nothing tricky about that, right? Like, recruiting high school players is essential. Transfer portal is good to supplement, but getting a guy like this that can run at the linebacker spot, it can upgrade your roster immediately.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. That pass is in.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go over the field.
And the defense cleans up the sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Lots of times in play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold up the ball a bit longer. You're asking this offensive line to hold up the pass ball a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
He's going to run it. Inside the 45. Turning it on. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. First and 10 coming up. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
That was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third downs like that, shorter exotic looks, you get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting a throw. That's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
On fourth down, going to the air. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? They're going to throw it to start the drive. Grabbed into the middle.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you. Red zone coverage, you got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
Pull it on the read.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
And the Owls come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to run for it. It's so important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
With the catch, it's Wells. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. The Owls want to pick up the tempo.
That's good for Rice Owls. First down.
Handoff to the lone back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Let's it fly. Connection to the right. Inside the 20, stopped at the 19 as they try to get a score on the board before the half.
coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Moving forward to get the first down.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Snaps it in the shotgun. Quick strike for the air for the score.
That was great execution on that drive. That is exactly what you need. You took almost all of the time and then cut into this lead. Now you're about to go into the half. Get everybody excited. Use that momentum to start the second half.
And the extra point is good. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score.
14.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. No tricks here. Looks as if they'll just run it out and take that lead into halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Tennessee, 21. Rice, 14.
We're just about ready to start the second half.
Set to kick off.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23.
Take over. First and 10.
Nice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball and do something here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if any of you are this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went into halftime, you riled yourselves up, you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Catch in the middle, it's Willie Hennett. He'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
That's perfectly fine. If I'm a defense, I'm going to give up some yards right there. Play deep, react to shallow. The running back catches the football. I come up. He gets a positive gain, but it doesn't matter because now I won third down and forced him on fourth down.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. He couldn't quite get loose on that. He'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
First and 10.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, going up and making the INT.
Makes the grab on the left. There he goes. Really
Yeah, I don't know defensively if you want to keep giving this guy that much cushion, because when he gets the ball in space, he's able to shake all these defenders and turns a 5-yard completion into a first down.
Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Use the play fake, now to throw. Moves away as he feels pressure. Able to get just a few sliding to avoid the hits.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone. Running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Just nowhere to go against this defense. That single yard he needed to run them down.
That's got to hurt for your offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback, with his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Just working all the way in, and they'll turn it over on down. And that decision will be questioned for a while. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And on that RPO, they just can't link up. Timing was a little bit off. The ball came out quickly, just not the most accurate throw. The defense was in good position.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. The throw. Makes the catch along the sideline and steps out of bounds.
Well, I love the body control there by the running back. He had to catch that right on the sideline. Make sure he had his feet in bounds. Try to pick up some positive yards.
Fires to the right. And he dropped it and rolled away like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing. We're in the second half. But we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
He'll haul it in right around the logo. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
Not able to move that there. Incomplete.
Well, unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. And that one's in. We were taking a shot there.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Nowhere to run and nowhere to hide it. It's just the way they designed it. They've got him backed up. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Rides the back and leaves it. Shakes it out of bounds. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, It makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available on second down.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just kicking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
And the Owls come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Sends it downfield. And he's got it. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. Rice has worked with another 1st and 10. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really nice job by the quarterback. Quarterbacks want to cover. They want to drop back. They're not really about that life. They don't want to be the tackling kind of guy. They're like, yeah, leave that to the linebackers. That dude committed to him up and made a nice tackle.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Trying to get the receiver on a drag route and work him through all the bodies in traffic, but there's just too much happening. I don't think he saw the throw real well, and it falls incomplete.
And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. The attempt is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And that kind of tells you how the season's gone for this squad. Just whether it's the offense, whether it's the defense, now it's the special teams, missing a makeable kick. It's been that kind of year.
Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yards.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
This running back has been the only guy obviously who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on the 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
And he missed opportunity on the third down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Timing is so important in the RPO game, especially on 3rd down. Quarterback and receiver just didn't have it there. Now it's 4th down.
And the offense with no intention of drawing the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Great pass, and the defense comes up big and they take over.
Great coverage on that 4th down. Nice job blanking the receiver out wide. The defense, you can tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the way, and it is enough for a 1st down.
And big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
And the ball is incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there, almost had it in his grasp. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose. And 3rd down, he's coming.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
They missed a field goal on that last drive, but here on 3rd down, they can't afford for this possession. Throws toward the end zone. And they got on the shot play, and they couldn't make the connection.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit.
It is no good.
It is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
And there just has not been a lot to write home about this this year for this football team, offensively, defensively, or even on special teams. Just not a lot of bright spots this season.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw move.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Interception. That's number 17 on the year. Nice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. They put together a pretty good drive the last time they had it, but another missed field goal doomed that effort. And off to the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches.
They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throwing catch. At the end of the quarter, guys, it's Middle Tennessee on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 1 quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. They'll try to get the first through the air. Oh, that could have been a disaster if he snagged that pick. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
On 4th down, looking to pass. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
We're at a juncture of the game now here in the 4th quarter. One possession game. Every critical down and distance is going to matter. And on that 4th down, the defense gets the win. Great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion and turnover on downs.
The give to the back. And he can't get past the 2-yard line, but at least they avoided going backwards.
Defense is totally ready in this situation, too, because of the field position with the offense backed up. They know they're going to try and run the ball, buy themselves some real estate, but they ain't having it. Lots of bodies in the box, close to the line of scrimmage, and they generate a TFL.
From his end zone, he'll have to get rid of it. Too quick out. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Offense a little backed up here, and boy, would it help to convert this 3rd down.
Let's go!
From the gun, wants to pass. A strike downfield. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a 1st down.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can shoot that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
But with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Out of the backfield, he's open. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. You get the fourth down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
And with a lead like they have here in the fourth quarter, no question this offense is going to continue trying to pound the rock. They're going to run the football and try to ice this game.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Got his man on the outside. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They don't call for yards on that. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of the big play coming on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations. Converting more speed sets and know the passes coming so they can have more success.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you're out the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Here we go. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's 12. He almost picked up the first round on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Owls are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. 42 Spider. 4-2 stop. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Zips it out to his man. He's going to be on bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. A receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Good timing on the quick out.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out. Now we've got to throw him before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Boyd. He's going for it all. Snags it inside the 20. They get it corralled, and not till he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first down. Get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And the timing just a hair.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a good spot. That's why they say it's tough. They all got to work well.
Here comes money now for this offense. 3rd down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
Off the bootleg and rolling out. Into the end zone. It's picked up. And they're on the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. Great job by the defense. Stopping the momentum late in the game. You already got a lead. Nice job, D.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first downs. So you have to be able to run.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. They'll give it to the back. Defense falls on the ball. The real turnover.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player, but man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming, you really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turnover.
Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Windows are small, and that's what happens down here at the goal line, Dave. If this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership, come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
The short hand, it's Morgan. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Guys in the backfield now, it's not just running downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Unloads to the wideout. Good route in the comeback, and he makes the tackle. And he's chased out of bounds, but not before he gets the first down, stops the clock, and has them on the board, trying to get the late score. And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the fourth, and the stage will be set for a great finish. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
Well, the offense trying to catch him off guard a little bit, running that draw play, but the defense wasn't fooled. Everybody stayed in their lane and were able to get the tackle for loss.
Trying to barrel in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Back to throw, it's Boyd. Let's it fly. Pass is broken up and complete as they were trying to strike for 6.
How nice is it as a defense when you've got a corner that can play on an island and be as dominant as this guy has been all game long? You just saw another great example of it right there. Breaking on the ball and knocking it away.
And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. Going for 6. Intercepted. Big play stop the drive. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
That might be the nail in the coffin, fellas. This offense, they're trying to get back in the game. You're having to be aggressive. You're now going to have to start taking chances. An errant throw ends up in the hands of the defense, and I think that's all she wrote.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. You want to talk about building confidence, coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. And this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.